And here we go into episode 3 of our uh, Pirates franchise. We're in the NLDS against the Philadelphia Phillies. It is a 2-1 series lead in our favor. We are coming off of episode 2, in which Paul Skeens had a great outing, and he went 8 innings. He went 7 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 7 Ks, and Miguel Castro and Camilo Doval came in and shut the doors on the Phillies. A game in which there was not much offense. We had a big RBI double by Robert Drew to drive in 2. We had a Victor Scott single up the middle to drive in another run. And a Jordan Walker 2-run home run for the Phillies was really all of the offense there was in that game. Of course, in game 2, we simulated, in which we did not really do too great. We got off to a good start, 2 runs in the first inning, but ultimately we shit the bed. We crumbled in the 7th inning, gave up 5 runs. Jaime Barria, it was Jose Hernandez, Jaime Barria combined to give up 5 runs in the inning, ultimately leading to the collapse and a Philadelphia Game 2 victory. Now, we are about to go into Game 4, looking forward to seeing what Mitch Keller can do in his second career post-season start. And I'm looking forward to seeing if we can finish off the series, advance to the NLCS. Of course, we do every other game we play for the playoffs, so we are going to simulate game 4 here, and if we win, we will of course go on and advance to the NLCS. If we lose, we will go ahead, play game 5, and see what ultimately ends up happening in the series. So let's go ahead, get into this action. We have Mitch Keller on the mound versus Phillies current prospect Griff McGarry. So it should be a good matchup. Looking forward to watching how this one progresses. Of course, we are the home team. Mitch Keller, stamina full. He's ready. Tamar Johnson will lead us off here. Nick Gonzalez, I am taking out of the lineup for Curtis Mead. Amari Perez has been struggling lately, without a hit in the last 2 games, so I will take him out, and Curtis Mead will take his spot. And O'Neal Cruz will also move up 1 spot in the lineup. So let's get into it. Let's see how we progress. We have Mitch Keller starting us off against Trey Turner. And Trey Turner starts the game with a fly out. Now, Luis Guillorme also flies out. Jordan Walker has been a menace this series, has 2 home runs, 6 RBIs in just the last 2 games. He has been lots of trouble. And he ultimately flies out as well. Going into the bottom of the first, Griff McGarry. We'll take a look at him. 81 overall, 27 years old, coming off of a very good year. 14-5, 38 games, 23 games started, 153 innings pitched, 143 Ks, and a 4.23 ERA. He got some run support in the games that he pitched, and he had 7 quality starts with a 1.5 wins above replacement. So good job for him. He's coming off of a good year. So let's see how Tamar Johnson does in his first at bat, and he starts it off with a solo shot to give Pittsburgh a 1-0 lead, and that is a great start. Couldn't ask for anything better as Robert Drew singles right after. Kyle Manzardo flies out, and De Los Santos follows suit. O'Neal Cruz with Robert Drew on first strikes out, and going into the bottom, or the top of the first, top of the second, we have a 1-0 lead. We love that as Mitch Keller walks Bryce Harper. And a double by Bryson Stott scores Harper. It's a 1-1 game. A fly out by Seth Beer and a single by Reese McGuire. It is a 2-1 Philly game. Walk and a double play, and just like that, 2-1 Phillies. And a triple by Curtis Mead to start his afternoon. Jack Sawinski strikes out. Victor Scott gets into a double play. Curtis Mead gets thrown out at home, I'm guessing. Trey Turner singles to start the inning. And he gets caught stealing. Great job, Henry Davis, to throw him out. Luis Guillorme walks to replace Trey Turner. And then Jordan Walker walks. Bryce Harper comes, singles, and first and third, 1 out. Fielder's choice, first and third, 2 outs. And runner gets thrown out, but not before 2 runs cross the plate. And it is a 4-1 ball game. That is a walk. And Termarr Johnson hits his second home run of the game. Tie. Oh, it's not a tie. Wow. My apologies. It is a 4-3 ball game. That is huge. De Los Santos walks after 2 outs. O'Neal Cruz flies out to end the inning, and it is 4-3 after 3. And there is a quick inning for Mitch Keller, and now we have Curtis Mead leading off. Grounds out. Jack Sawinski hits a solo shot to tie the game. That is big. And it is an even ball game now. Victor Scott hits a double to follow that up. Henry Davis flies out. Termarr Johnson going for 3. Cannot get it, and he strikes out. Trey Turner to start the 5th inning. This will be Mitch Keller's last inning of work here, so we'll hopefully be able to get him through here no problem, and he does. And for the 6th inning, we will bring somebody in. Now, Robert Drew starts us off in the bottom of the 5th with a walk. Kyle Manzardo strikes out. Benny follows that up with a strikeout, and O'Neal Cruz grounds out to end the inning. Mitch Keller, admirable job, 4 runs, 5 hits, 5 innings. It's enough to give us a chance. Now Trevor Stephan come in to face a lot of lefties. I should have went with a lefty arm, but it's okay. K to Bryce Harper. A pop out for Bryson Stott. A ground out for Seth Beer. Curtis Mead leads off the bottom of the 6th. And Ranger Suarez comes in to replace Griff McGarry. Ground out, and time for Austin Slater to get his at-bat. He strikes out. Victor Scott grounds out. And now we are going to go to Jose Hernandez, one of our more reliable lefty arms here, to get a fly out, a single to Kevin Biggio, a fielder's choice to center. Boyd replaces Biggio at first, and that is a 5-4 ball game. Just like that. It is a 6-4 game, and it is not pretty. Just like that. Henry Davis starts it off with a flyout. Termarr grounds out, and Robert Drew pops up. But we are going to bring in another lefty, Genesis Cabrera. We will get a ground out from Bryson Stott, a flyout from Seth Beer, a single for Reese McGuire, and a strikeout by Kevin Biggio. Kyle Manzardo will start the bottom of the 8th inning for us.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
Dylan Coleman comes in, and he gets hit. He hits Kyle Manzardo to start the 9th inning. Bottom of the 8th inning. And there's an error, and 2 runners on for O'Neal Cruz. And he doubles them in. O'Neal Cruz with a clutch double. Curtis Mead could give us the lead. We are going to Andrew Bellotti, who we got to last episode. And now he strikes out Curtis Mead. Austin Slater strikes out Victor Scott with a single to give us the lead. What a series out of Victor Scott. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try to steal second, give the opportunity to Henry Davis to put us up by 2. He unfortunately gets caught, and we are going to go to Camilo Doval to try to close this out. And we are actually going to be jumping in, not to play, but to watch, to see if Camilo Doval can close it out for us and bring us to the NLCS. As we load on in, we see the bracket and how it is. And I will go over, and we shall watch as Camilo Doval starts with a Marion Boyd here in the top of the 9th. Starts it with a high slider for strike 1. Doval has been everything we could wish for out of the closer position. Comes in, throws hard, throws strikes. And having 44 saves during this season proved that his value was definitely worth it. He will be a free agent. And Boyd hits it up the middle for a base hit. And there is a lot of speed between Boyd and Trey Turner. As he ropes it up the middle for a base hit. And now Trey Turner steps in, looking to sack a bunt. Very interesting. I'm shocked to see that. I understand the run is important, but he's one of the best hitters in the game. As he pushes a bunt, goes to second for the play, not in time. And there is one out, and as they trade places. And O'Neal Cruz got destroyed. Oh my goodness. That's in there. Strike 1. But Camilo Doval has come in attacking. He's pitch out here to hold Trey Turner. And we hope to get through this inning unscathed.
Throws to first, and Turner's back in. Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some.
And 1-1 pitch, Doval. Inside slider, just too much.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth.
As he throws it back over to first, Manzardo cannot pick it. And it rolls away a little bit.
One down, Phillies down a run.
2-1 pitch is a sinker, a little bit low. Yorme hits it foul, and 2-2 count here for Doval. And he hits him with the low sinker. Great pitch, and we are 1 out away. But it doesn't get easier with Jordan Walker up to the plate. He's had a great postseason so far. He has done very well against us. The first pitch is a pitch out. And very interesting. Again, we are just watching. I'm not playing. I don't have any control. This is all the CPU as we try to close this one out. Throws it back over to first. He is very worried about Trey Turner, which I can understand. And there's a pitch. Hit well. We have first and second with 2 outs, and Bryce Harper coming to the plate. This is tough.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Here's the Phillies pinch.
And they are gonna bring in Justin Crawford, one of their top prospects, son of Carl Crawford. And first pitch to Harper is a low slider.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
And the second pitch to Harper, 1-0, is low. And he, oh my God, he goes. It's thrown away. He's gonna go home. The throw to home is not in time, and the lead is gone. And just like that, the lead is gone. Phillies have a chance to take the lead themselves, as a throwing error by Henry Davis leads to Trey Turner scoring. And first pitch is, the next pitch is outside, 3-0. We might as well walk him. There is no reason to throw a pitch inside the zone at this point, especially. And he does. Interesting. And here is the 3-1. He comes at him again. Inside sinker. And I am gonna go. Oh, we are gonna bring in Gregorio Diaz, one of the youngest bullpen arm we have. Definitely not the guy I would have brought in, who I was planning to bring in. So let's see how this goes. I like that it's a lefty, though. There's a few lefties in a row in this position. So we shall see how this goes. Very good start.
Activity in the bullpen. Miguel Castro, the veteran right-hander.
And we have Miguel Castro up in the bullpen in case it gets any hairier. And here is the pitch. Outside edge fastball, fouled off.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
And that is knocked foul. And we are 0-2 again.
Harper on at first with 2 down. And 1-2.
That is a high slurve.
That's as close as it gets.
And here we go, 1-2, set first and second. Outside 2-2 here. Here's a very important pitch. And he strikes him out, bottom 9 we go. 1 run is all that is needed. As Trey Turner shakes his head. Luis Guillorme unhappy. And we can take the lead and win, advance to the NLCS here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now into the game, Justin Crawford. He'll be out in left field. Leading off, Henry Davis.
For the Pirates,
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over.
And here is Henry Davis, the one who threw the ball away, and ultimately that led to this position now,
That's down and in.
as he takes a ball outside of the zone.
The left-hander up and throwing. Bednar warming up as well.
Bailey Falter, David Bednar out in the bullpen. And here is the 1-0 pitch by Andrew Bellotti.
That's in there.
Slider,
Count 1-1.
middle of the zone low for a strike.
And he pumps it a strike.
Inside for a strike. And if you are not familiar, you can go check out the YouTube channel as well for the season and the streams as well. I chopped them up, put them up on the
Pitch.
YouTube as well, as we
Outside.
have a 2-2 count now. Andrew Bellotti showing that he has good stuff, just not putting it in the right spot right now. And here is the 2-2 pitch. Puts it right there for Henry Davis, who hits it hard for a single off Trey Turner's glove on the dive attempt.
Perfect example right there. That plate just
And I would go to a pinch runner right now.
the more comfortable he becomes.
But let's see what our bench coach elects not to.
Termar Johnson.
I am going to put Nick Gonzalez on to run, I think. Oh no. What are we doing?
On the run, sends it over to first.
Ooh.
Out, bottom of the ninth.
Okay.
now batting
I guess
right fielder.
I like it. Man on second
Robert Drew
with a couple of our best bats coming up.
There's absolutely no reason to pitch to
This is
guy.
big. This is to advance to the NLCS.
But don't give him
Um,
anything to hit. If you walk up,
Most likely
out of
Phillies
the
or
field,
or
don't
Braves or
play
Dodgers.
setup.
So we shall see as Robert Drew steps in.
There, and it's 0-1.
Takes
Well, they say it's the best pitch in
strike
baseball.
one
Strike
on
one. You get
the
ahead on
outside
a good
corner.
hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And here comes Drew, 1 for 3 on the day. There's a lot to like out of this matchup as he takes low for ball 2. And here is as they
Dives, but
oh, what a stop. That might have saved a run.
safe.
That might have saved the game.
He was giving it his all, getting down the line right there. Now a
As
huge
Robert
at-bat
Drew
to
hustles
straighten
down the line and gets there by not even a step. Now Kyle Manzardo steps up with an opportunity to win it and takes inside fastball.
All eyes on
Ball
the double play
1.
ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Winning run at third, 1 down.
And here is the 1-0 pitch.
Yeah, the pitch is
And he takes a very hittable hanging changeup for strike 1. And he swings at the high fastball. 1-2 count. But here is the pitch. Big. And Kyle takes it low. We got a 2-2 count with our best hitter on deck. And he takes it for 3-2. Benito is on deck, and he would love to end this. Fully put his name in the record books for the Pirates. As Kyle pops it up. I don't know if that's deep enough. Is he gonna test it? He will. He's gonna get thrown out and into extras we go. That is sad.
And a great tag by the catcher to cut down the winning run. Free baseball, let's go.
But that's very disappointing. That's ultimately what happens when I don't pop in, and at this point I think it's just time to sim. Whatever happens, no, can't do that for an NLDS. We will sim this inning. And Cole Irvin gets out of it. 1, 2, 3. And into the bottom of the 10th we go. Bailey Falter comes in to chew up some late innings. Benito takes it outside for a ball. And the 2-0 count now. Hopefully he comes after me. I can turn on something. And here's the 2-0. And I turn on something right into the glove of the first baseman. That is 106 mile an hour. Out. That's very disappointing. And I might ask Cole Irvin to pick up a chunk of these late innings. And a 1-1 count here, bottom of the 10th. And that is taken for a ball. As I just get really behind that one. And we are 2-2 count. And it is pulled to the right side. O'Neal Cruz grounds out. And now Curtis Mead.
Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
We'll take that low for ball 1. Hoping to get a pitch to drive here. And we'll take that 2 for ball 2. Here's the pitch, and taken inside, but called a strike. And that will be taken as well, as I was about to type into the chat. But here we are. And I'll could have let that go. You never know with these umps. Here's the pitch. And I get under it and lift it to center field. We will be out. And now Nick Senzel will hit for them and strike out. Trey Turner will get a single. Luis Guillorme will single. And Justin Crawford will double. And they have brought in one. And here we are. We have a run to make up.
Seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and
looking to see if any of the other guys would be better, but I don't think so. I think Perez should get in now. So now one of our best bat to ball guys here. And that is outside for a ball. Batting 176 this postseason, 2 for 17. And here he is. He's late on the high fastball at 97. And now I'm behind again on the 2-1 pitch, and it is 2-2. And that is drilled, not deep enough though, onto the wall,
That's a big first out right
onto the
there,
warning
and
track.
that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how.
And now Victor Scott comes in, bottom of the 11th, looking to get on base here.
Scott in the box now,
Takes an inside fastball for a strike.
Get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what.
And it was right there, and I just missed it. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 11th. And here's Henry Davis, bottom of the 11th, 2 outs. David Bednar on the mound, and Henry Davis with a big swing and a big miss. And he's gonna watch another breaking ball go by for a strike. I need to attack those. Oh, I was 3 in a row. Ugh. But here we are. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. But in the 11th we go. Taking another. He is just spamming these 12-6 curves on Henry Davis.
Get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
And he strikes me out on the 12-6. That's tough.
But who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
And a final 8-7.
That's disappointing. And now we will need to play game 5. With a few less bullpen arms also than we would have liked. But it's Kyle Wright again. Alright. Here we go into the game. I have a few options. Somehow Cole Irvin is back up to 100. But I think I'll go Nate Pearson. And, but like this, alright, once again, who we put up great numbers with in the first game of the series. And let's take a look at the postseason bracket. We will play the Dodgers if we win this game. And then we have Minnesota and Tampa Bay advancing out in the AL. Good for them. And here we go into the NLDS. I am trying to find a way to get better thumbnails for the videos, but something like this is a great little thumbnail.
It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up
So,
as we get ready for
into Game 5 we go. Shout out anyone who has the stream open. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2 people, sometimes 3. So, go to we doing it. But I'm just chilling. I love to just talk anyway. So let's get into it. We're taking a look at Pearson and Wright throwing their respective bullpens before the game. But after last game's extra inning affair, I want to come out and lock this game up early. And yeah, nothing else. We already know what Kyle Wright brings to the table. We already hit him around a bit. So let's try to do it again. As Tamar Johnson leads it off. And smacks one foul. And here is the 0-1 pitch. And a little bit inside for a ball. And now the 1-1 to Kyle Wright. And that's inside for a ball. And the 2-1 is taken low. Got Robert Drew on deck, who has been one of our nicer bat to ball guys when we've come to gameplay. And that's right by Tamar Johnson. Swing for a 3-2 count. The delivery. That's in there for a strike. I agree with you, Tamar. You should be walking to first base. Tough take. But 1 out, no one on for Robert Drew. Goes right over it. Winning his first Gold Glove this year really let me know that Robert Drew is able to handle himself over there in the corner outfield. He might not progress much more than what he is, but he holds value in that corner outfield spot and shows that he can really hold his own. As he smokes one to Luis Guillorme for the second out. 106 off the bat.
We're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the
Vigo,
majors, they're
2 outs.
dominating
Kyle
from a young age,
Manzardo.
bringing home plenty of hardware early in their
Oh,
careers,
nails one
before they
into
even
the
get
gap.
to agency.
Not
So,
far enough as Boyd runs it down for the second out. For the third out. Now Pearson on the mound had a great outing. His first time out. .33 whip as we see.
hey, if a guy will give you that,
8
take it every
Ks
single
in
time.
6 innings. No walks, 2 hits. Was able to get the win in game 1.
Here comes a pitch.
I like he has a very nice, simple delivery right to it. And he also throws very hard, so it helps it get to the plate quicker as we get bailed out right there. 0-2 as we throw the slow curve here. And it works. That's a strikeout, and Trey Turner's struggles continue. He's batting 150. Now Guillorme, shout out Mets, batting 235 in the playoffs. Always a good bat to ball guy, hard to strike out. As we throw 2 straight pitches right on the seam. No call there, and now 3-0 with Jordan Walker on deck. And that one is a friendly strike call. I guess that's where he's going to call it if Tamar Johnson got one called on him in the same little area.
That's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty
And now we're going to try to loop in a curve. I'm not really scared of his power. But that, well, we are friendly with the umps today. But, wow. We will take it 2 outs here in the first inning for Jordan Walker. He has given us business so far in this series with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, hitting .333. And he takes 2 in a row for an 0-2 count. And attacking with the slider, and he strikes out. And it is 3 up, 3 down for both pitchers. As Benito de los Santos starts us off in the second inning. And he takes a slider. Good pitch coming back into the zone. For strike 1. And I swing at a mediocre sinker for strike 2. Here is the 0-2 pitch. And right back up the middle, hits Kyle Wright. Luis Guillorme picks it up, not in time. Is it going to be enough to knock Kyle Wright out of the game? No, it is not. I feel like they need to add a few more animations into the game. So, because injuries happen all the time, people come out. So, you know, just something to think about. And now Perez will come up. No outs. Runner on first base here in the second inning. Taking the slurve for a ball. Perez has a home run to dead center field. In the first game of this series, it was a 416-foot shot. And now, in the second inning, is hoping to do that again. As he swings at a low ball. We have seen him put it in play hard. He always hits the ball well. The 1-1. And he lifts it to right field. Harper takes a step back and makes the catch. And now we are into O'Neal Cruz, who's hit the ball well this playoffs, hoping to keep that going. And the 0-0 is taken outside for a ball. Also, with his speed, you want him to be on the bases as much as he can. The 1-0 brings it back over, not getting the call. The 2-0 pitch coming from Kyle right here with De Los Santos at first base.
2-0.
And Cruz hits it hard to second base. The throw for one. He cannot turn two as O'Neal Cruz uses that 98 speed to his advantage and beats out the possible double play. Now Sawinski, who has a 1600 OPS so far this postseason. And we are going to send O'Neal Cruz as well here.
Steal!
Throws it low, and that is a dot. And he is hosed by Reese McGee. A slide step proved to be too much as they throw a dot and gun down O'Neal Cruz. Now Harper leading off the bottom of the second for the Phillies.
Face of baseball. He was also a face on the cover of MLB The Show back in 2019.
A quick 0-2 count on Harper as he does a check swing and inside slider. Just too much for a ball. And he takes it down the middle fastball for a strikeout. Not happy with the call, but it was right there as we start Bryson Stott with the curveball. Inside. 1-0 pitch is hit the other way. And that is taken by Perez and thrown to first base for the second out. Seth Beer had a crucial RBI last game. Ultimately ended up being too much as we could not come back in the extra innings. Seth Beer, first round pick in 2025. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, the game's not perfect. It happens. So Seth Beer pulls it for a hit. You know, as I'm playing this more, I think I should turn off that where it tells me if it's going to be a bad throw, because then I can just cancel it. I think next game I'll have it so I don't see it, and if it's a bad throw, it'll get thrown and I'll see it. So I feel like that's a more realistic way as opposed to canceling the throws if they're bad. As Nate Pearson gets ahead very quickly for 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and he is down on strikes quickly. I might have to go up to legend difficulty for pitching. I feel like they take too many strikes. As Jack Sawinski leads us off in the top of the 3rd inning. Here he goes with the 571 average so far through the playoffs. That is through 15 at-bats. He has 8 hits. Something we really like to see. As he hits it well to center, but that will be caught by Boyd. Damn. We are 45 minutes into this stream now. I normally like to get it around 1:15 so I can edit it a little, render it, and hopefully get it up on the YouTube. So as we get through, as we start doing this more and more, I'll be able to get more integrated and hopefully more interactions with the chat potentially. But as we go through, just uploading, maybe gain some tractions, I'll need to make a little outro and stuff like that for the little videos. As Victor Cruz goes down on strikes.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Henry Davis.
And Henry Davis starts off with a high slurve that he takes for a ball. Now, an 0-1-0 count. Henry Davis will hit it into right field for a base hit. We take that every time. Welcome to the chat case. The Phillies actually won last game against me in extra innings. So that was a very disappointing game to watch as I ground the ball to Trey Turner at short and makes the play to second base. Yes, a quick recap of last game. We had it in the bag. We fumbled. And it's been tough. But now up to 2 viewers. Love to see that. And, you know, we're growing steadily. Maybe we can get up to 3 before the stream is over. I might go a little bit longer just to do it. But overall, it's been a good series so far. I think I might have to go up to legend with the amount of fastballs. Right down the middle, I feel like, get taken. And I'll also make it so it's more dependent on the pitcher's control rating, as opposed to me doing the pulse. And, oh yes, I did see what happened to our good friend, Rishi Vardia case. Yeah, that was very sad. Story. But it's tough. You hate to see it happen. And now, Marion Boyd, 2 quick strikes. We will see if we can get an outside fastball to hit the zone. He fouls it off. That's going to be a little bit too far for Robert Drew. And now we'll hit him with the slow curve. And ball low. You know, Case, I agree with you. We're gonna up that to legend. No, you know. And now we are playing on legend just to up the ante. Every game that I have played against a CPU, I do agree it's been like 0 runs. So, and I make it as well. So it's more, let's see, control. Here we go, trying to get the, there we go.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner.
Oh, can't see a ball now.
His His first at bat was a strikeout.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, but we're trying. We're trying.
He swings and misses, and it's nothing at
So
all.
now this should be a lot more about the pitcher control rating.
He's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League.
So now we shall see a little bit more variation of control, as we see right there. So Case, shout out to my boy, my viewer, Case. Just up the ante a little bit. Now it feels a little bit harder too, which I like. As Pearson just can't find the zone, and Trey Turner's now on base. Regardless of how many outs, he can always be dangerous. And we will definitely take a throw over there. We see that double lead. I'm going to be slide stepping every pitch here. Starting out with a fastball. And he gets the inside zone for the strike. As you saw, we put that on the right corner and ended left corner. So there is a lot of difference between the gameplay in this game and the gameplay in the last couple. So we should see a lot of more variation, as Nate Pearson is not finding the zone right now. Let's see if he can get a possible rollover as he lifts one to Jack Sawinski. Gets through it. And now Robert Drew starts us off in the top of the fourth. I will need a break after this game to hit the piece real quick, if you know what I mean. But of course we'll be able to stay on the mic, go right into the next game, hopefully, or the off season, depending on how this goes. This is a win or go home game, 2-2 series. So we have a lot at stake here, as that's a beautiful front door slurve. And here's the 1-2. What was I even check swinging at? Awful. But here's the 2-2 pitch, Kyle Wright. And almost hits Robert Drew.
Get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And here's the 3-2 count to Robert Drew, as he bangs it deep center field. Forget it, into the bullpen, as we get to a 1-0 lead. That is a big home run by Robert Drew. Gives us the lead in the fourth inning. O'Neal Cruz slapping the goddamn dugout, and we love to see it, as we take a 1-0 lead. And that was a bomb into the bullpen. That's our bullpen too, so we're getting that ball back. As it's a 1-0 game, Kyle Manzardo steps in and takes an inside.
Exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And now Kyle Manzardo against Kyle Wright here with no outs in the fourth inning. And he smacks one, not as far. And Benito de los Santos will come in. And my boy really likes this guy's stance. I do need to check what stance this is, as I swing through a nice slurve. And we are 0-1, top of the fourth, 1-0 lead here against Kyle Wright.
Foul ball.
Just a little bit on top of that. 0-2 count. And here we are, low for a ball. 1-2 here in the fourth. And that is way inside. So my outlook for next season, regardless of how this goes, is going to be Jack Sawinski will hit free agency. Nate Pearson will hit free agency. Kyle Irvin will hit free agency. And we have people to replace all of them. I want to see if they're able to develop. I want to see if my guys who I've drafted are able to compete and play. And I feel like this is a good season to just get our feet wet in the playoffs and build off of that. And ultimately see ourselves in the next few seasons as World Series contenders, as opposed to making a jump next season.
Left-hand batter waits.
As now Benito drives one in the gap, not that far. And yeah, I'm gonna, because I have, as we talked about, I have Ozzie Fernandez that is gonna come up and play leadoff and fill that left-handed left fielder spot. But being a switch hitter, he'll be able to be my leadoff. He'll be able to come in and steal bases, and I feel like these are expendable pieces, especially for a low market team. We don't have as much revenue, and I also locked up Benito on the $200 million deal, so we need to make sure we can pay that, and also bring in a couple of guys each season, potentially as replacements or just utilization as platoon guys. As Perez takes two and fouls one off for a 2-1 count. And I swing at baloney. That is an awful swing. And 2-2 count should be 3-1. And now Perez grounds one to Guillorme, who throws it on over. And that's an out.
And the home team down a run. This is the National League Division Series on the
and with Contreras being an 85 overall, but not being able to get outs, there's no real reason for me to keep him around. Especially being no team control left. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes and how he's going to be doing for another franchise. As Pearson starts out with two very nice pitches and another nice circle change that doesn't get a swing. Jordan Walker here for a second time, and that was a hanger. And I got bailed out. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. And now Bryce Harper here with 1 out. He has had a good series regardless of what the numbers say. Getting on base, putting things in play, and just like that, a possible double as we are running away from the ball. Why are we doing that? Oh my goodness, he's going to third. He's getting hosed. We will take it. He should be on second, but we will take it. As that's a great throw from Termarr Johnson. And we start Bryson Stott with a high slider. And now here's a curve, a slow curve that gets hit hard. And now a 0-2 count. We'll see if we can get a backdoor slider. Nope, not that time. The outfield did fool him. It was quite interesting. An accidental move can end up being beneficial. And a 2-2 count, and almost hits him. I've thrown 3 straight balls. We'll see if we can get him with a changeup here, and that is an awful pitch. We get bailed out, and Jack Sawinski makes the catch out in left field.
That is the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, still behind by a count of 1-0. And now the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choices.
But here we go, top 5. O'Neal Cruz starts us off with a half swing for a strike.
tough on the hitters if he
We
can
do
mix
need
that
to
in
up
whenever he
his vision and discipline and clutch, because those have been his downfall. Batting .250 for his career, hitting only about 20 home runs a season. So he is not hitting for power like he should, especially with 85 contact and 83 power. A 1-2 pitch is ripped into right field at 103. So we will see if we can move O'Neal Cruz over, whether a steal. But he got hosed last time somehow. But we are gonna send him again. Built different. And we are gonna hit the ball, and that is a nice hit and run. Now we have first and third, nobody out. But I'm looking forward to the off season. There's a lot of things to come, a lot of things to change, and there's a couple moves I would like to make, as well as Victor Scott grounds one to first, and they are not able to turn two as we score another run. And somehow O'Neal Cruz gets injured on a play he doesn't need to slide. Oh, we hate to see this. Oh my goodness. So Nick Gonzalez will come in to play shortstop. O'Neal Cruz will head to the locker room, and we will get an update after this game. I am not sure how serious it is. And now Henry Davis swings late on a ball we should have crushed. And with Victor Scott on first, I would like to try and steal, especially with Kyle Wright's long regular windup. Oh, but he is a quick slide step, and we luckily make it. And now we have a man on second with one out. A 177 pop time was not enough there. 89 speed, he can score on a lot of singles here. And he is not advancing on that as we force Harper to make a throw. I would have been hosed by 20 feet. Two outs here with Termarr Johnson. Batting .240 in the postseason so far. But he has made his mark. Couple RBIs, couple timely hits. As he grounds this one to first base. And we will go into the bottom of the fifth with only 2 runs. A run on 2 hits. And we go into the bottom of the fifth as Nick Gonzalez, as I mentioned, takes over at short for the apparently injured O'Neal Cruz. And Nate Pearson throws it for outside for a ball. And Seth Beer rips one foul. Would have been gone 20 feet to the left. And the 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the 1-2. The slow curve fouls him off. We're going to get him with a circle change. Oh, fouls it off here. And the 1-2 is... And we hit him on the 1-2. That's very disappointing. Here's Reese McGuire. 0-1. 2 for 5 last game. And we are not finding the zone right now. And he throws it low. And I'm just gonna attack the strike zone now. And it looks like it might be time to get Jaime Barria stretching a little bit. We hope Nate can make it through this inning. Oh, that'll help a lot, as that is a quick double play. Sometimes hitting it hard isn't the move. As Tamar Johnson and Nick Gonzalez, two guys who went through the system together, roll a nice double play. Now Kevin Biggio here for a second at bat, takes the backdoor slider for a strike. And here is the 0-1 pitch right down the middle. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is a low fastball at 98. Here's a slider in. Foul. Gonna hit him with a high fastball. Well, that will not do it. 2-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. And he cannot locate again. Here is the next pitch, and he floats a circle change in there. The fastball to his last, most likely his last batter. I'm going to have Jaime Barria warm up now. And maybe Cole Irvin as well, as he rips it down the line. A double if it was not the last century. And into the 6th inning, 2-0 Pirates. As Robert Drew comes up, already has a solo shot today. And he gets caught up on the sinker. And takes one on the inner half also for a strike. Good pitch, good location by Kyle Wright. And a half swing did not go. Good call. Announcer is calling me out. I don't want to hear it. As a 1-2 count. And it is 2-2 now. Here we are. 2-2, pitch on the way. Taken low. 3-2 count. Here we are. And the swing goes through. Strikeout. Disappointing, but it happens. Kyle Manzardo now up. And swings at something dumb. What am I doing? 0-1 count.
And he was a second-round pick in 2021. And that one is inside.
Takes the sinker inside for a ball. And the pitch is a slurve that gets inside for a ball. For a strike. And 1-2 count. Kyle Wright's most likely last inning. And a lot of sinkers and a lot of circle changes. Not a lot of fastballs from him this inning. As I say that, one right there. Just under 99 off the bat, not enough. Now Benito holding that 1100 OPS, trying to make it grow. As he rips it into the gap. That was slapped off the bat. Is not the fastest as he gets on into second. 105 miles an hour off the bat. Wow, that was slapped. This is why we locked him up for 10 years. Kyle Wright will get pulled here after 5+. And Ranger Suarez, who we have seen a lot of this series, will come in for the Phillies. And the 0-0 is low with the circle. Ranger Suarez has yet to give up an earned run. As a pitch comes in, and it's low on the cutter. We have scored against him, though. The run was not earned. Call it a Corey Carmen run. And now Amori Perez lines it to Trey Turner, plays it on a hop, and that is the inning. Boyd will lead off for the Phillies. And then the top of the lineup comes up as Jaime Barria will come in
This is an important part of this game. Tight score and still
to face Marion Boyd, Trey Turner, and Luis Guillorme here in the top, or in the bottom of the sixth. Starts with a nice slider for a strike, another on the inner half, and gonna see if we can get him with the two seam, and we are able to tie him up for the strikeout.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner
And now Trey Turner telling us drag bunt, and he smacks it, so he is not bunting.
In his 9th season, he features a slider, a four-seamer.
Ahead 0-1 here as we continue attacking, and Trey Turner goes to the out, goes out with it. Robert Drew makes the play, and now 2 outs here in the 6th inning. As Luis Guillorme takes one high for a strike.
And that's outside.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power
And takes
back
another one
behind you in the
outside.
next one with 2 outs.
The circle change is enough as... Oh, I am dumb. Damn, that is all my bad. Very disappointing. I didn't realize I hit the button already, as Jaime Barria gets to face Jordan Walker here in the bottom of the 6th. And gets 2 nice edge of the zone pitches for back-to-back strikes. Comes back with the fastball, fouls off the 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is lots off the zone. And here's the 1-2 slider. Just enough, and into the 7th we go. 2-0 game. Nick Gonzalez will start us off here against the lefty, luckily, as well for him. And he swings early for ball 1, strike 1.
We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good
Now,
sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing.
And he pulls it for the ball.
And a quick out number 1.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Here's the left fielder, Jack Sawinski, 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. And 2 away to start the 7th.
I do not sing the 7th inning stretch. I do think
The next Pirate to hit. We talk about
they should have a break during the bottom and the top of the 7th. Like, they should have it. I'll see in the space during this game.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position.
I'll see after this half inning.
There's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases.
We are
Just takes it away.
in almost through. Oh my goodness, what was I waiting to swing on? But it's okay. 1-2 count here. And takes it inside for the ball. 2-2 count here to Victor Scott. And takes another 3-2. Dangerous if he gets on base. 89 speed, he can fly. As I take a strike. And now we go to the 7th inning stretch. But I don't think it does it. Nope, no 7th inning stretch. Very disappointing. But now Jaime Barria faces Bryce Harper to start off this bottom of the 7th. And he throws one direct middle of the plate. for the strike, and then
To get something going,
not
this is
very
exactly
close.
what
The
we
very
need.
next
He's been great for this
pitch,
team.
1-1
He is a professional
count.
hitter.
And Harper pulls it foul. 2 strikes. Here with the circle change, Harper goes the other way for a base hit, right where the shortstop would be.
Back against the wall.
That's why some people hate the shift. That's why some people just want to play baseball. That's a good work of hitting by Bryce. And now we try to roll 2, in which we get the perfect ground ball double play, another 4-6-3, and we are in a much better position. Jaime Barria possibly could finish off through the 8th inning with how well he is pitching. But now Seth Beer, 3 for 15 in the series, not doing too well. But they are leaving him and they are trusting him. And that is a hard hit ball to Tamar Johnson, who makes the play. Throws to Manzardo, and we are into the 8th inning, up 2-0 in a win or go home game. Henry Davis here in the top of the 8th inning, as he swings early on a circle change. Now Ranger Suarez goes back for his 2nd inning of work and throws it on the inner corner. Could have gone either way. Goes the ball. On we go. And Henry swings behind. Now the fastball. Middle. He's early. He's late. Now we just gotta get in the middle. Just like that. And that'll be a base hit. Just kidding. Oh, good, nice play by the center fielder. Tamar Johnson now against the lefty and takes it outside for the ball. Now 1-0 pitch and swinging early on the changeup again. Here's the pitch, and it is another good circle change against Tamar Johnson. He is really liking this circle change right now. Another 1-2, and a sit there, and just did not time it well enough. That is a liner to Trey Turner for the out. Here's Robert Drew again, looking to hit another one. As I swing at that, not great, but Robert Drew looks to be our everyday right fielder. Oh, I barely get under that. Out to center field. Boyd makes the catch. Into the bottom of the 8th we go. Reese McGuire, Kevin Biggio, and Amarion Boyd to hit for the Phillies.
Here's the Phillies catcher, Reese McGuire.
Here is McGuire 0 for 2 on the day so far. We are at 118 minutes. 118, an hour and 18 minutes right now on this stream. So after this game, I'm gonna do a slight pause, end the stream, get this video in the process of processing on YouTube, and then start up another stream for the Dodgers series, potentially, or the offseason. We shall see how it goes. As ground out to first base by Reese McGuire to bring up Kevin Biggio. Fouls off the first pitch. Biggio has hit the ball hard a lot of the time, but just not able to find a hit. Barria's done very well out of the pen, just not finding the strike zone right now. As we get to the bottom of the 8th, he fouls it off to make it 2-2. We'll see if we can hit a backdoor slider. Wow, he swung at that. I am amazed. But we are just trying to get out of this with a 2-run lead. Give Clase another chance, even though he blew the last one. As Biggio flies it out to Sawinski, who makes the play. 2 outs here, bottom 8. Marion Boyd stepping up. He can fly. 92 speed. Very good defense, as I've seen all series long. And he's been a pest as he tries to drop one down on an 0-1 count. And now 0-2 count here on him as he flicks one up to Kyle Manzardo, who catches it. Into the 9th inning we go with great 3 innings out of Barria. And now we will warm up Camilo Doval and also Genesis Cabrera, just to be safe. Here is Manzardo against Ranger. Takes one outside for a ball. And that is lined. What a play. Bryson Stott takes that out of the air.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Benito de los Santos.
Benito de los Santos now up to the plate. He has a double and a single today. He lined one 105 his last at bat. Let's see what he can do now as he smacks another one. 114 off the bat. And we are in business. We are gonna be running for Benito. I have no speed on my bench. I wanted to bring Austin Slater in if, looks like I'm not running. 1 out.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And Amaury Perez takes it inside for a ball. 1-0 count with Benito on first. Trying not to roll into one here. As Perez gets under that, and he is going to get out.
Out number 2. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. First time up, he grounded to third.
He's got pop, which
and now Nick Gonzalez comes to bat against his favorable lefty matchup.
But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The pitch is in. A strike down the middle with the sinker.
Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And 0-1 count.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2 count to Nick Gonzalez. As he drives it the opposite way for a base hit. We're going to keep De Los Santos at second base. And there are now 2 on with 2 outs. And we are going to bring in Austin Slater to bat. He is a much better left-handed hitter than Jack.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 2 outs.
Yes, sir. I enjoy that text. And so here we go, Austin Slater trying to put some finishing touches and he is not able to. But here we go, Camilo Doval coming in to close this game out. Camilo Doval comes in against the top of the lineup. Trey Turner, Luis Guillorme, Jordan Walker. That starts it out with a hard cutter, and that is a great bunt. No man's land, and Trey Turner's going to be safe. Tying run will be at the plate at all times. Oh my goodness, we need a better pitch than that. And Luis Guillorme is a double play candidate, puts the ball in play, doesn't necessarily make hard contact. And a 1-1 count here, now a 1-2. No, a hard cutter gets him on the outside corner, beautiful pitch for 1 out, 2 outs away from the NLCS. Starts it with a hard cutter on Jordan Walker at 100. You can tell Camilo is ready for the opportunity. Another one. Oh, what a play. We need one. That's all we get. Great play, Nick Gonzalez. Oh, my. He comes in for O'Neal Cruz, and he's showing he wants to stay. A slide, a 360, a good throw to keep the tying run off of base. And now we have Bryce Harper. You know, the safe move is what we are going to do. We're going to put this man on.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Well, it doesn't get much easier.
And they are going to put Justin Crawford on base, and we are going to face Bryson Stott as opposed to Bryce Harper. As we go here, oh my goodness, Doval has thrown 2 away. And we are getting some boos from the chat after that walk move. And there might be some karma after these 3 straight balls. And here he comes back, gets the strike. Here we go, 3-1 count. That is nailed. Robert Drew gonna come home with it. 97 speed, we aren't gonna get him. And the winning run is on base. That was smacked. And now we got Seth Beer. Will people be drinking beer in Philly tonight? We shall see after this at bat. Starts it with a foul ball. 0-1 in our favor. Comes back with a hard sinker for a ball. 1-1 count. And the low slider ahead in the count for Seth Beer. Gonna attack with this cutter. A little low. 3-1 count. And there is a 3-2 count. Tying run will be on the move.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul.
And there's a oh my god, it hit the third base coach and he didn't flinch. And here we go. 3-2 count once again. And he struck him out. On to the NLCS we go. After a rocky inning, Doval makes it through. And we are able to advance. And now I have to get ready for a screenshot for the thumbnail. But in we go to the NLCS after a great close out. And that That's a better game on legend difficulty, on a couple different pitching settings. I feel like it makes it a lot more dynamic. A lot more can happen, and it's really up to the pitcher's stats as well. But that will do for episode. Oh my goodness. We have a major injury. We have something I didn't want to have happen. We're going to need to put O'Neal Cruz on the injured list. We have lost a major power bat, a major speed threat as we go into this NLCS. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough fight. And we are gonna be looking for a replacement on our AAA roster for him. We are not gonna be calling up Ozzy. Ozzy's debut will be next season. But who does that leave then? We have not a lot of promising infielders to bring up. We have Peguero, who has not shown a lot of value, but he's the best shortstop we have. So it looks like Lover Peguero will be making his way onto the playoff roster, and O'Neal Cruz will be getting taken off. Next episode, we will have Game 1. There we go. Of the NLCS against Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's not going to be easy, especially after O'Neal Cruz just went down. But we're going to fight. We're going to make it Paul Skeens versus Shohei Ohtani. And we are going to look to come out firing in this NLCS. What a stream. We will be back to it in a few. Thank you for watching. This is my outro on YouTube as well. As we start doing this more and more, I hope people can watch, pop on over to the stream, and give me advice as I go through this. But go Pirates! It's year 2027, and we're here to make it. O'Neal Cruz is in our hearts. We're doing this for him. But have a great day.